Yuck. Dude, what the fuck? MrBEAST. Gotta love him. What a crazy, crazy man. To this day, it blows my mind what this guy has done to this platform. I mean, fuck. His entire formula has taken over how everyone makes videos on this platform. And we're going to dive into exactly how we got here today. So bear with me. There's no better way to get into this than to look at one of the videos that kicked off his career, which was giving a homeless person $10,000 in cash. Let's look at it together. Dude, the awkwardness of this video. I love the scratching of the neck as he's nervously talking to the guy.
I'm a YouTuber. I mean, you can
he's like, this guy's either gonna fucking hug me or kill me. I have no idea. I can also see MrBEAST just the second the camera cuts at the end of this video going, I got my content. Now give me that fucking money back right now. It's just like so nuts and you just don't know what to believe with any of this. I also know like so many people are super skeptical about whether or not he really gives money out. And it seems like he does. I know there's a lot of videos of like people showing their bank statements after having won a challenge, and it shows the direct deposit from MrBEAST of whatever their prize money pool was, less taxes and everything, of course. But like, can we really be sure that these aren't his friends just putting these up to like gain a little bit of validity in his content? That's something that's a little bit more tough to prove. My other favorite thing that he does is going on these interviews and talking about like how trivially simple it is to become huge on YouTube and get millions of views on every single video you make. And it's just like, what is that? Have a good idea and then $5 million and a Hollywood crew behind your back for every video you make, and then you'll make it on the platform. It just doesn't translate in the way I think he thinks it does. Like, dude, even if I theoretically made a video of equal quality today, and I did those same goofy-ass intros of the, I paid this guy $5 million to shove a stick up his ass, and then just did the normal MrBEAST stuff for the rest of the video, there's no shot in hell that video would get any views. Like, period. If MrBEAST's face isn't on it, that formula is just not gonna work in the same way. It's his content. It's also videos like this one where MrBEAST is like in front of people breaking their ass at McDonald's, and then he comes out and says something like, this is what a $1 job looks like, let me show you what a $10 trillion job looks like. Or some stupid shit. It's like, you know how fucking demeaning that is to these people? It's like he's going like, you know these people here? What they do isn't even worth $1 an hour, but I'm gonna say that for a clickbait title. And then he turns around and goes, where the is my McChicken? And then the on to the next job, and then just one of those stupid transitions where he nukes the McDonald's or something.
I'm gonna nuke their stadium.
Unreal. Oh, and it's this clip too that always makes me laugh. It's obviously a joke, so I'm not gonna like go around that, but you always wonder if there's like some degree of sincerity behind what he's saying. Let's take a watch.
So you really are evil MrBEAST?
Oh, 100%. Oh, fuck poor people.
I also love during this, it's like the widest spread possible, just with like his hand on his groin. It's like saying this shit. Then again, back to another one of these videos with the like how to be successful on YouTube. Then he's saying like, oh, anyone can make the videos I make, and all you have to do is make content like that and you'll absolutely explode. It's like, is he seriously trying to tell me that every single video he makes should get over 200 million views? They're all that good? They're all better than basically every video that's ever existed on the platform? Like, come on. At the end of the day, what it really is YouTube feeds off of people like MrBEAST. He costs them absolutely nothing for him to exist on their platform, and he creates really, really high production value videos for them to push out to the masses. It's like, think about Netflix when they invest tens of millions of dollars into a new series. That costs a lot of money, and they could then share it to their viewers. But in this case, none of that has to happen. They just get that content for free from MrBEAST. So it's no wonder that when you open up an incognito window of YouTube, or you open up YouTube for the first time, MrBEAST is the first thing that always comes up. They want that content to succeed, because it's free to them. Like, basically, this is the logic sequence of how they're recommending videos to people. Let's do it in like a programming sense. We have, if MrBEAST uploaded a video, immediately recommend that to everyone on the platform. Every single user. Instantly. Which is why these videos get like 5 million views in the first 2 minutes they're up. Then else, if they don't click on it, show them another older MrBEAST video. It's like, And then if they still didn't click on any of these, I don't know, show them who Casey Neistat is voting for president. I don't f***ing know. If these people don't want MrBeast perfect content, what could they possibly want? Hillary Clinton. That must be what they want. I also love when all these like super rich people try to be all humble, like, oh, I live in a house, I sleep on the factory floor. It's like this video where Jeff Bezos was getting interviewed when he broke $10 billion in net worth. And they're like, oh, why are you still driving a Honda, right? And then now he has one of the biggest super yachts in the world. Like, come on. It's no doubt MrBeast invests so much money back in his videos. Like, there's no doubt. But when you combine AdSense revenue, merch revenue, brand revenue, Feastables revenue, Beast Burger revenue, we are talking insane money here. It really just reminds me of like people who work for these nonprofit companies and drive up to work with black smoke coming out of their tailpipe. Meanwhile, they're pulling in millions and millions of dollars a year in their paycheck and bonuses. And they obviously have a fleet of like fucking 10 supercars back home. It's like, yeah, sure, pal. You definitely just drive a broken down 1991 Honda Civic. Totally understand. By far my favorite video type is the anything you could fit in this circle, I'll pay for and get for you for free. And then you have all these people just running around the store, legit just destroying shit. Then it's just like, oh, sorry, store owner, they just destroyed $30,000 in merchandise. But I mean, something fell out of the circle. My hands are tied here. It's the law of MrBeast. You just gotta eat those losses. I would have paid, but circle was breached. I'll see ya. There's also this other content he's been doing recently that just doesn't sit well with me and a lot of other people. And that's the like helping people hear for the first time, helping blind people see for the first time, which like no doubt, these are fantastic things to be doing. It's really good to be helping people in need, especially when they can't afford these surgeries on their own. But the problem with it is that it's not just from a giving back perspective. Like all of this deep down is still, I need this for content. So it's different if you donate $10 million to a cause to help people get surgeries and just do it for the sake, as compared to, I'm donating that money, but I'm going to record every single person getting this procedure so I can get good content to push a video that's going to get 200 million views and push my AdSense revenue. Like, that's a very different example. And then you have these like super clickbaity titles that are just so ridiculous on these videos. And you know, it's like on these clips like, oh, this person didn't give me a good reaction. Let's get rid of that person. They weren't acting like a hysterical child. It's like, it's just a little ridiculous. And again, it just comes across like you're doing this like for clout and to be really open about it. Like you want everyone to know you've done this. It's much better if you're a little bit more discreet about it. But let's see what other shit this guy has been up to. Oh, this is such a classic. His 100 million subscriber special where he gives away an island to his 100 million subscriber. Oh, I also love the pinned comment from YouTube. This is insanely epic, as we expected. It's like at the bottom of the comment right here, it should say, nice job, Jimmy. By the way, did the 200 million bot views we sent you come through from our view farms that we have in India? Okay, good. We know viewership is going down, but we need to make the shareholders happy and pretend that more people are watching than they actually are. Good stuff, Jimmy. Keep the content coming. Oh, and this clip always kills me. This is one of the earlier videos when he really started to take off with this whole modern branding he has, basically when he gave away the first $1 million. And this one guy, I think his name's like Omar, like had an itch on his knee and took his hand off the money, lost it because of that after like tens of hours standing there. And it's like at the end of the day, you know, it's just like he lost because he had an itch on his ass or something. He's like, it's like, Jimmy, why didn't you let us go to the bathroom? My pants were filled to the brim with shit. I think I need to go to the f***ing hospital from the E. coli I'm getting from this video. Oh, and of course, who could forget about his early days when he got big by counting to 100,000 or saying Logan Paul 50,000 times in one clip. It's like, I guess this is what it takes to be successful on these platforms. He's like, I need the watch hours to get monetized. Let me just count to 1 trillion on camera. That'll do it. People watch that, right? That's good content. It's like, I'm losing my mind. I gotta give it to him though, because I can't imagine that shit. Like, whoa, Jimmy. Good on you for the dedication, but that's just nuts. I also love this new string of videos with this guy who keeps failing to get the $800,000. It's like, I feel like this guy is someone he found that has like $800K in credit card debt. And he's like, Jimmy, I need to win this video. I have a $40,000 interest payment coming up. I need to win this video. Crazy. Just nuts. Oh, these thumbnails are too much, man. It's just the same reaction to... It's like, what is the thought process here? It's like, Jimmy, what's the goofiest fucking face you could put on for this thumbnail? It has to be like all marketed at children, right? Like, I know there's a pretty diverse viewer pool for this content, but like, how does an adult see this and like, oh my God, this is what I need? Like, I think that's everything on YouTube now, where it's just like, it's got to be really, really geared towards children, because those are the ones that are putting in the watch hours. Like, it's crazy. It's like, he makes the content that you should like check that box of like, it's made for kids, right? But he doesn't, because you get less AdSense revenue from content made for children. Like, it's just such a gaming of the system. I also love how in like the last week, it seems like he gained like 20 million subscribers. Maybe that like whole fight between PewDiePie and T-Series that went on for so long, and even MrBEAST, and now like in one day he went from millions of subscribers back on T-Series to like nearly 300 million. At what point does this get ridiculous, right? Like, it's like, is it when we hit 1 billion subscribers? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if like 1/8 of the world's population is on board with this content. I don't know. Like, how far do we stretch the sub-botting? You know what I mean? It's just so dumb. It's like, oh, there's only 800 million active users on the platform, but somehow he has 1 billion. He's MrBEAST. It checks out. I'm on his community page. 3 weeks ago, he was at 164 million subs, and now he has nearly 300 million. How does that happen? That is insane. And his view count has not changed that much. Like, it has to be bots. It literally has to be. It doesn't matter what you're creating. There's no way you reached a pool of 30 million people in this week's time that just had to jump on board. It just doesn't make sense. It completely breaks logic. His community posts are really something else. I've never seen these. Like, this is a classic. On his 26th birthday a month ago, he's giving away 26 Teslas, and he has this whole ensemble going with the suit and everything, and then he's wearing socks. Like, what the is this? Like, he's like, oh, we have no time for shoes, Jim. Get it going as we get on to the next video. Do you guys think giving a RAM subscriber Lamborghini make a video? Think so? Dude, so dumb. His shorts are classic too. And this latest one, him running with more and more bags of cash. Dude, this is so dumb. I love that one. So just walking up to like grab the cash, comes out of the fucking woods. MrBEAST might be near here. I smell money. Dude. Woke up and realized I was obese, so I started lifting and walking 12,000 steps a day. Still got a long way to go to being yoked. But I thought I'd share my progress and maybe inspire some of you. It's just this photo of him, and then this photo of him just holding his cock. What the fuck is this? Wow, dude. I feel like I've like reached the dark web of MrBEAST. Wow. Okay. I don't know, man. Listen, no doubt MrBEAST has changed his platform and he's done some cool stuff, but like, this is getting out of hand. It's just really frustrating for the larger creator community that all of these videos are not algorithmically positioned for success. They're just really forced through by the YouTube platform. And that's sort of a lot of what you see with a lot of creators, which, again, good on them for finding really big success. Like, that's awesome. It's impossible to do. So it's worthy of big applause to get there. But you really see a lot of these creators, once they get to that point and YouTube just automatically pushes their content, they sort of can just keep going and creating really low effort or just really mediocre content and just always get millions of views. It's like Penguin Zero, for example, which I really like his content. I'm not dogging on him at all. Like, it's good stuff. But it's just sitting in front of a camera and just talking for 10 minutes with really like zero editing and then automatically getting millions of views every time. Like, not all of these topics are that interesting. And if he was another guy doing the exact same thing on a new channel, it really wouldn't reach anyone, right? Again, I'm not saying every video should blow up. They shouldn't at all. But there should be a degree of accountability where you have to continue to push the boundaries and you don't just get to this point of like too big to fail or like you're kind of just automatic. It reminds me a lot of like college professors where they only grade like the first 2 papers you hand in a semester, or like they only really look at the first 2 exams you take in a semester. And then at the beginning, they just decide, okay, this group of 15 students did really well, so they're getting an A. And then this group of 15 students did pretty average, so they're getting a C. I'm not going to read their papers anymore. I'm just going to base everything off the beginning papers that they made. So even if they actually get better throughout the semester, it doesn't matter because I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm just like basing it off of the first week so I don't have to try for the rest of the semester. Like that's like so prolific in everything in society. It's so nuts. Wild. But I digress. This is a tangent. Subscribe to all channels for Cookie. It's also just crazy to see the number of channels he has. Like if you add up all the subscribers, especially like the MrBEAST in Spanish and stuff like that, like he definitely has well over 500 million subs across all platforms, which is just, it's so nuts. It's just so crazy. Genuinely really unimaginable. It's bizarre. But either way, I think that this rant is done. I hope you like this content. I just find it really interesting to see how different parts of the YouTube platform work and how different creators find success. At the end of the day, I know like this comes across as like dogging on Jimmy. He's done incredible stuff. His content is really good. I don't watch most of his videos just because I don't tend to watch a lot of really long form videos, but the ones I've seen are really good. There's a ton of effort put into them, and although I say a lot of what I said earlier about like the algorithms pushing him, like he does deserve it. The content is damn good. He puts a lot of work into it, and it is mass appealing. Like the biggest thing to find success on these platforms is to find something that is a little bit niche, but also can really apply to everyone. That way you find that core captive audience. And as YouTube pushes it to more and more people, more and more of them continue to watch and don't click away. I think that is what MrBEAST, more than any YouTuber ever, has mastered. He knows how to make content that gets that group of kids or whatever that first group is, and then expands it to the fact that their parents like it and young adults like it and just any demographic will like it. That is what finding success is. It's a lot like a lot of kid shows where they sort of like trickle in jokes here and there that children don't understand, but parents do. So it's entertaining enough for the parents to want to watch with them. That's going to make them a lot more inclined to watch this show with their children. That is what MrBEAST has done. That's exactly it, except he is a relatively small creator when you look at the scale of these major corporations, right? So, I don't know. Hats off to Jimmy. Well done. I joke a lot, but, you know, this is impressive stuff at the end of the day. So, I hope you all liked this video. If you did, do drop a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in some of my other content. I'll see you.